Hey, what is up guys, my name is Gavin Shapiro and this is one of my first YouTube videos here on YouTube. Today I will be reviewing the Asus Q534, which is my new laptop that I bought around a week and a half ago from Best Buy, which is the only place you can buy it. This is for sure the best, or one of the best, 2-in-1 laptops you can buy right now. It has amazing specs, almost those compared to a gaming laptop. It has a dedicated graphics card from NVIDIA. It has the latest Core i7 6th generation 2TB hard drive plus a half a gigabyte solid state drive, and it's just amazing. Everything has been using on it is blazing fast. You can do gaming on it, you can do any schoolwork you have on it. It's just amazing. So stay tuned for the review, and if you like this video, subscribe and give a like. Thanks.
So let's start off by talking about the build quality of this spectacular device. The top of the device is made out of a solid and sturdy metal that has a brushed finish that looks really nice to look at and to hold. The only gripe I would have to have is that this is a fingerprint magnet, and I would find myself cleaning it off just to make it look nice. Other than that, the Asus logo has a nice gold look that really stands out and makes the device look premium. So you can pretty much tell all those Mac users that Apple ain't the only one who makes premium devices. Now, taking a look at the back, we can see a nice metal coating as well that is very elegant and sturdy. This as well attracts fingerprints. While gaming or doing any hard tasks, the bottom can get a little hot, but that's normal, especially for how thin this device is, coming in at 0.9 inches. This thing dissipates heat very nicely and is most of the time cool to the touch. As you can see here, the fan is in the back and is for most of the time extremely quiet. Also, you got these nice gold colored hinges that work perfectly when transitioning from desktop mode to tablet mode. This machine is just a pleasure to look at from every angle. And here are the dual downward face stereo speakers from Bang & Olufsen that emit pleasant and loud sound with a nice amount of bass. Here's a demonstration. Moving on to the keyboard, we have nicely spaced backlit keys with gold accents that match with the color scheme of the hinges and logo. This keyboard is very comfortable to type on with great tactile feedback. One of the perks of this keyboard is the shortcuts that can be activated by pressing FN and then one of the F numbers on top. For example, to mute or turn on backlight. This keyboard would be great for anyone who has to write long essays or just can't stop texting on Facebook. Overall, I'm very satisfied with this keyboard. This webcam is alright, nothing special. It's an HD camera that is sufficient for at least a Skype call from time to time. Here I will be demonstrating the special feature this computer has, which is the new RealSense 3D cam that can identify your face when logging in and get you into your computing needs as fast as possible. But to be honest, it is a hit and miss, and to get it right every time you have to either always open your laptop in the same spot or calibrate your face in each spot. In reality, it's a bit of a gimmick. This screen is a brilliant 4K display with a resolution of 3840 by 2160. To top it off, it also has a touchscreen which works flawlessly in any orientation. It has very vibrant colors that really pop when looking at it, and the brightness gets pretty high to the point where it's not too hard to see outdoors. Also, the side viewing angles are great without any color distortion or dimness. In conclusion, this screen is a very pleasing screen to have an external monitor, let alone a laptop screen.
The battery life on this computer is pretty good for regular usage, but for gaming, any computer that you take off of a charging outlet, it would drain the battery pretty fast. So the same thing here. I suppose you can game for about 2 hours on this before the battery dies, and then for regular usage you keep it from 4 to 5 hours. So if you're not concerned about the battery and if you're not taking it long trips, it would be totally fine.
Moving on to tablet mode, as you guys know by now, this is a 2-in-1 laptop, which basically means that it can be used as a tablet and a computer with just a small transformation. In order to do so, you have to take advantage of the amazing hinges mentioned earlier that can turn at 360 degrees, which enables the screen to flip all the way so it sits flat with the bottom of the laptop. When this happens, the auto rotate feature kicks in and flips the screen orientation so you can use it in tablet mode. Also, the keyboard disables itself so that the Declaration of Independence won't be typed out from right under your lap. Here's a demonstration of using the touchscreen in tablet mode. As you can see, the touchscreen is very easy to use and very responsive. Although I wouldn't recommend using this tablet off a desk or your lap because it is a pretty heavy machine.
Hey guys, so I'm here recording my screen. I'm going to perform a little speed test for you just to show the performance of this computer working off the SSD that it has. And I'm going to perform a little test, a few tests that you guys would perform on a day-to-day basis, and we'll see how it goes. So let's open up a few things, that you would open up on your computer, to show you that there's no lag, no stutter, no nothing. Open up Steam. Yes, I Steam account. Your movie maker making this review, and everything loads up pretty fast, pretty quickly. No stutter. Yeah, everything's great.
And here we have come to the part of the video that all the gamers out there wanted to see. The question is, does all these powerful specs translate to a smooth and impressive gaming experience? And the answer is yes, with a capital Y. Here we are playing Batman Arkham City, which is a very graphically appealing game. And as you can see, this laptop blazes through it without even a hitch. In this video itself, for some reason, it wasn't recording the FPS, aka frames per second, but when I was playing it showed a very steady 60 frames per second all through. Going into NBA 2K16, as you can see, this laptop is doing very well when running this game. Although when looking at the FPS, I saw that it was going between 25 and 30 frames per second. But that was only because this game is a very graphically demanding game, and you may need a little more power to get to that 60 frames per second. But pushing the resolution of the gameplay down will give you a boost in FPS, translating into at least 40 to 50 frames per second. So I guess the verdict is that a GTX 950M graphics card, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 6th Gen Core i7 chip will do the trick when it comes to gaming. Moving on to the ports of this angelic machine, let's start off with the two regular USB 3 ports on this side, plus another USB 3 port on the other side, which is more than enough for me. We have a Thunderbolt USB Type-C port for crazy fast transferring speeds and other perks which can't be explained in one video. We have also an HDMI port for connecting your laptop to a monitor or TV. Under those are two capacitive power and volume buttons that are easy to press and conveniently placed. On the other side we have our headphone and microphone together in one port, and beside that another USB 3 port with an SD card reader to the left of that, and that yellow hole is a special port for an included subwoofer which we'll be looking at soon. All in all, this machine has an abundance of ports that you shouldn't be worried about when buying this.
This computer also comes with this included subwoofer, which improves the listening experience immensely, boosts the bass, and it boosts the volume. It's just great. And here is the charging brick. It's actually pretty big, but I'm very happy that Asus has improved their bricks, because before the two pins used to come out of here, but now they included this wire that comes out, and so you can just plug it in with ease. So I like it very much, and it charges the computer up pretty fast, I gotta say. Alright guys, now we're getting on to the specs of this device. For those of you who didn't know them already, this device has a 15.6 4K display, has a 6th Gen Intel Core i7 processor, which for those of you who didn't know is the third best mobile processor on the market today. Moving on, this has a 2TB hard drive, which is a 5400 RPM, which is pretty fast but not the fastest, but thank God that this has a 512GB solid state drive, which is amazingly fast and works in every single aspect while gaming and regular tasks. This also has a 360 flip and fold design, which I have stated above, how it could go into tablet mode and so on and so forth. Also, this has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 950M graphics card, which has a 2GB dedicated video memory, which for those of you who didn't know is the 17th best graphics card on the market today. If you are looking for the best bang for your buck, I would give a real good look at this computer, just because right now on Best Buy it's around $1,250. With a college student deal, you get $150 off for $1,100, which is a major steal for the specs that this computer has, which is close to a gaming computer, I would say. It has a dedicated graphics card, Core i7, 2 terabytes of hard drive plus an SSD. You can't get better than that. Plus it's a nice and portable machine and very sleek and beautiful. So I would recommend going out and getting it. If you got this far, thanks for staying till the end of the review. If you guys have any questions about this computer, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. I will be answering them, or maybe I can do an update video, whatever you guys want. Tell me how you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.